Hello everyone and welcome back. Hope you are all well. I am starting a new project and it's going to be an ocean themed journal. And so what I have here is a spread of some of the things that I've just been pulling out to try and figure out what I want to do. So first of all, I know that I wanted to use these covers. These are just covers from a Reader's Digest, and it looks much more vivid on the camera as I'm looking from the top than it does in real life. In real life, this is kind of got a muted green background, but I think because of the light, the ring light makes it look a little brighter than it actually is. But these are the kinds of colors that I'm going for. It's going to be a nautical ocean themed kind of a thing. So I'm going to use that cover and I'm going to use this book plate. And what I did was I played with some of the ink colors. And on this, let's see if I can focus, is speckled egg, pumice stone, and Uncharted Mariner. Yeah, the new one. I'm so excited. So I've inked the edges in Uncharted Mariner and used pumice stone and speckled egg. And I feel like those colors go really well with this cover. So I am going to, and I was just using that as an experiment to see what worked, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that there. And then I want to challenge myself with the binding. The binding is going to be a Coptic stitch binding. I've never done a Coptic stitch binding. So one of the interesting things with the Coptic stitch binding is that you don't have to create a spine. The woven linen threads that you use to sew in signatures becomes kind of the spine and the binding, and it lies really flat. And a couple of the videos that I watched that I thought were really super helpful were from Sea Lemon, and I will link those in the description box below. Maybe I'll even figure out how to put them on the screen. I'm not good at that, but I'll try. So I want to figure that bit out right now. But let me also show you some of the other inks that I have pulled out in Distress ink. I have Salvage Patina, Tumbled Glass, and Speckled Eggs in the inks. And then in the oxides, in addition to these three, I have at ready, I have Weathered Wood, Uncharted Mariner, not even open yet, Salty Ocean, which is a bit blue, but I think it might work, Tumbled Glass, and Salvage Patina, Peacock Feathers, and that's that. I have also pulled out some sprays because I want to do some inked tracing paper again. I haven't done that as of yet, but I have Salty Ocean, Chipped Sapphire, Broken China, Salvage Patina, Mermaid Lagoon, Pumice Stone in ink and oxide. I have the Uncharted Mariner in ink and oxide, Faded Jeans, Speckled Egg in ink and oxide, and that's all of them. So these are all the blues. Some of these blues are more gray, some are more green, some are like turquoisey. And then, yeah, so those are what I'm going to be playing with for sprays. And I kind of want this to be, get this out of the way, that's in the last project. I kind of want this to be, the background papers to be kind of mixed media-y. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment. I've pulled out some washi tapes. These are both from Crafts Consortium and are designed to go with the papers I'll show you in a minute. This is just a random one. I have no idea where I got that, but it has little anchors on it. And these are all kind of just your generic Tim Holtzy vintagey looking washies. As you can see, I've pulled out a bunch of materials and fibers and such and ribbons. So these are these are just from my scrap bag of materials. But these I think I actually was bought originally to make masks at the beginning of the pandemic. And so I've got those. This is a really pretty color. Unfortunately, it feels really nylon-y. It doesn't have a great feel to it, but the color is fabulous. So I've got those. I've got this one, which I've used before, and I love it because it has that kind of seaweediness to it. This is sari silk. That is really a perfect color for closure. May use that. Not sure yet. And then I have these other random these I got from Jessica Rapp. Got 2 silver oranges. This, don't know, but it's a good color. These have a little bit of sparkle to them. These are just random ones that I grabbed out of my stash. Hold it that way for you to see. I really like this one. These are like itty bitty pom-poms. These I think these are recollections and came from Michael's on these kind of clearance little end bits that I don't even know if they do this anymore, but they used to have little impulse items that you could get as you go out. So those are from Michael's. And this is some seam binding that I also got from Jessica, I believe, that also matches. And then this is, I believe I got this from Amazon or AliExpress, and it's just some like random ribbon, but I love the fray. It came in a nice thick roll. It came with 2 other greens that I used in the last project. So let me put these to the side, and let's talk paper for a second. I just got a bunch of these off of eBay. They're outdated nautical charts, but I love using these as end papers and things. These actually are my home waters on this one, so I may hoard this. But yeah, I think it was 20 bucks, I think, for all of these. You can't use them for navigation anymore because they're expired, they're out of date. But they do work really well for papers. So I'm going to use this one. I believe I'm going to use this for my, to wrap around each signature. I think I'm going to do 3 signatures. 3 or 2. Haven't decided yet, but I'm going to use these. And I've pulled them out of this already, and you can see where I cut the piece to use for the front. So this comes in wrapped in a nice cardstock, and then this is a very nice high quality paper, and the colors, I really like the colors, so I'll be using that. But I also have some scrapbook papers. This is my little project pile over here to the side, and hope it doesn't avalanche. This is gorgeous, of course. It's Crafts Consortium Sea and Shore, and I've used it before. You see these little clamshells are the same design as that washi. So this is just really pretty. It's got a whole bunch of kind of neutral colors. There's scallops and sea stars and fishies, which is that nice gray, and then these are seashells that have a little bit of a glossy finish to them, but I still like them. They're fun. And bubbles. This is going to be good because I really want to try bubble painting on the papers, on the background papers. Some crabs and seaweed. I just love the colors on this. This is very matte, unlike this, which has a shine. I love these colors. And I think this is what reminded me when I grabbed this cover, that the cover could very easily be seaweed. So there are those, some glass, and look at the cute faces. Can you see their cute faces? Look how sweet those little faces are. Harbor seals. And we have some puffins. These colors don't quite go. I probably won't use them in this, but I will use them sometime other time. Love them. Some wimbrels or forget what, curlews shells, and some Bodhi bits and lighthouses. So yeah, so that's that. That's the Crafts Consortium Sea and Shore. And then I also have some Stamperia Sea Land, which also has those same kinds of colors to them. I'm not sure. I love this one with the compass rose. May try and use that somewhere. I usually use these as signature bases, but I'm going to use the other one. You could totally write on this. I might use that for something in there. It has some quotes. Follow your dreams. You can find yourself where the wind meets the water is the quote at the bottom there. Some nice journaling cards. They always have nice journaling cards. And they're conscious of giving you something that it's easy to write at the back on. I love this. This says, the voice of the sea speaks the soul. Oh, love that. Oh my gosh. The sea is definitely my happy place. Okay, so those are the papers. So the thing I want to figure out right now is my template for my holes, because that's going to be super important for this binding. So the way the binding works is that you poke or you punch, and I'm going to use my Big Bite, Crocodile 2 Big Bite for this, and I'm going to be using the smaller, let's see, I'm going to use the 1/8 inch hole, I think. Yeah, I'm going to use the 1/8 inch hole. And Sea Lemon, who has a name, but I've totally forgotten the name right now. It's just, her channel is Sea Lemon, said that with the Coptic stitch binding, you sew and weave the threads so that you don't have to plan how big it's going to be. However big it winds up being is however big it winds up being. So you wind up kind of stitching and sewing as you go. So however many pages you use, it's flexible. The other thing I want to try, it lies flat, which I find interesting. The one drawback she said was that it has some wiggle room. But that if you place the holes more towards the edges, that it has less wiggle, and you can do as many as you need to. I was thinking if I do 2 on each one, then you can use the double-sided, a piece of string that has 2 needles. So you're kind of doing them simultaneously, and you can do 2 colors, which she showed how to do, which I thought was really interesting, because you wind up with something that looks like a braid. You can also do it one with one color, and I was thinking of doing that because that might look more nautical. And that's why I like this for this too, because, you know, tied, knotty things are very nautical. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna do two holes. You could do 3, but then if you're doing the double-sided needle thing, that might not work as well. So I think I might do 2 on each end here. And then you will be, that's the other reason I'm using the chart paper for the covers, because you will be able to see the chart papers. It'll be like an open spine, a completely open spine. And I think that might look cool on a shelf. If you imagine this sitting on a shelf like this, with chart paper peeking through and kind of woven stranded twine as the binding, that will look really cool. And then for the closure, I think I'll do a senet with a little monkey's fist on the end to go through to keep the whole little nautical thing. So that's where I'm going right now. So let me be brave and make a template. So let me, where's my little clamp here? See my little whale clamp? I keep forgetting to use this. Chomp. It's biting. Okay, and I'm gonna do some more because that's not actually very tight. I guess I don't really need to do this. I just need to mark it. Okay, so I'm going to clamp this on 3 sides. Get it all nice and lined up. And then I've already taken a piece of file folder so that I can mark. I'm going to line this up as well. And I'm going to decide where I want my holes. And I'm nervous about this because I've never done this before. Okay, so let me start with a pencil. And let me grab an eraser. Excuse my reach. Is this just an eraser? Yeah, it's just an eraser. Sometimes I carve these as stamps. Okay. So, I'm going to line this up with the marks on my table. Let's get a ruler. If we go... What if we do a 1/2 inch in from each side? So a 1/2 inch in is there, and I'll put a mark there and there. No. Maybe I'll do an inch in. If I do an inch in, that would be there and there. What do you think? An inch in? Yeah, I like that better. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Thank you for shouting at me. Okay, so I'm going to go an inch in. I'm going to put a mark there and there. And then I'm going to go an inch in from the bottom. Went an inch in, right? An inch in from the bottom, and I'll do a mark there and there. What do you think? I like that. And it should be about 1/4 of an inch in. Okay, I need my smaller one. 1/4 of an inch. This is, let's see, it's out of 32, so 16/8. I can't see without putting my head there. So where's 8? 8 is right there. Ah, I eyeballed it well. They're all about 1/4 of an inch in. All right. All righty. So I am going to start. I don't think my crocodile can go through all those layers, but I think it can go through the template and the first one. So I am going to chomp there and chomp here. Maybe I'll even chomp down the middle here. And I've got my 1/8 inch hole. So when I squeeze, the 1/8 inch is going to come down, and I'm just going to center that. And again. Okay, my first 2 holes and my, second 2 holes. Excuse me. Sorry if you can hear my husband. That noise in the background is my husband sanding This room is right at the front of the house, and right on the other side of that wall is the porch, and he is out there sanding, and he's going to repaint we have some columns, big columns on the porch that are looking raggedy. So that's what he's doing. That just stopped. Oh. Don't get me wrong, I'm really grateful because it was looking really ratty. Okay, so that is my front. And now, so that was my top. It's gotta go. Why am I having trouble with this? Okay, it's gotta go like that. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I can just mark with my pen through here. Okay, like that. Make sure this works. Do those all line up? Oh, they all line up. I love it when things work out. I'm just going to color those in again. And then I'll use this for the signatures as well, to pre-poke the holes in the signatures once we're at that stage. Okay, I'm going to cut these, or yeah, I'm cutting them. 1, 2, 3. Yay! 4. Okay. Where's my there it is. So then this is going to go on the front, and I think I'm going to have to poke holes through there as well so I can put brads through. This actually has a really interesting, it looks like these are some kind of sun print on the inside of these covers, but the lavender just doesn't work for me. So I am going to cover these as well, and it'll be really easy to cut those holes over whatever I put on there. Not sure yet whether it's going to be paper or fabric. I kind of like the idea of fabric with the frayed edge. I suppose I could do both. I suppose I could cover the whole thing in fabric, have the frayed edge over the edge, and then put some paper on there. I like that idea. In any case, I want to put this on before and do we want it on the front like that, or do it like at the top, or in the middle? Kind of like in the middle. But the trouble with the middle, if I do the middle, if I end up doing something that I want to have wrap, it will interfere. So why don't I make this like, put that there. Trouble is getting this level is always hard. Okay. So let me get my awl, and I'm going to poke a hole just in the center as my marks, and then I'll use my crocodile again to punch. Punch, there's the word I was looking for. Some holes there. And then what do I want to use for brads? Because I also have like the normal brads, but I also have these, which are kind of fun. They have like screw tops, but they're still, I suppose I could color them. No, color doesn't work, and I'm not up for coloring them right now. So let me get my other brads out. I have these brads, and I have some large ones. And large ones are reddish. Largest ones, do I have any other largest ones? I don't have any of the largest ones in that kind of bronzy color, but that's okay. I'm going to take the largest ones I have, suppose I could do, no, it's a cover. I want it to be big. I have all the sizes all mixed in here together. And then this has magnets on it, and I magnet them to the shelf supports of the shelf that you're hanging from. Okay, so one there. Oh, I probably should stamp a word before I put it on. But that means I have to commit to a name of this. Oh, dear me. That's a commitment. All right, let's do this. Hold on, bear with me for one more second. I don't have archival ink in Mariner, but I do have faded jeans, which might work. So let me do a test, get a scrap test piece right here. And where is my word thing? I have one of those stamps that roll. Oh, there it is. I found it. This. I think I just got this from Amazon. So what do we want to call it? Ocean? I've done thalassophile before. I don't think I can fit that with this. Mariner? Call it Mariner. I'm just gonna call it Ocean. O. Went the wrong way. Sorry. O-C-E. Oh, did I just do that backwards? I totally just did that backwards. Oh, poo. Words are hard. O-C-E-A-N. So I actually have to do it. Oh, no, that was right. O-C-E-A. Right? Yeah, okay. It's hard. It's hard to think upside down and backwards. N. I need an N. Element. Okay, ocean. Ocean. Oceans? Let's do oceans. It's only one ocean. Let's do ocean. O-C-E-A-N. Okay. All right, let's test it out. Dun, dun, dun. Ocean. Okay. Let's do that on this. Try and blot that. Dun, dun, dun. I got that A a little bit less. You know what? I need a towel because I don't want. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Centering it. I missed. All right. Oh, I'm never gonna do this. You know what? It's okay. I'm just gonna make it worse if I can. It comes out fine on the other paper. Drat. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to tear this word. No, I just tore that word. I'm going to tear this word. Cut this up. And I will glue this on top. And I've got some vintage photo. That's good. That's good. It looks a little distressed, and you know, layers are always a good thing. That's good. And that will go there. Oh, I like that. Happy accident. Some more glitter glue. Ta-da! All is well. All right, so this is going to be my cover, and I am going to also come back and I will have, I'm going to do a video on, I'm going to make some, well, that's cute. I'm going to make some labels on sticker paper, some oceany labels with some of my oceany stamps. And I'm going to do some bubble paper. I don't know if I'm going to do the bubble paper. Maybe I will. Some bubble and some splatter watercolor salt background papers. So I'll do those, and I will have those, and then I will do some ephemera, and I will take you along with me. So thank you so much for joining me. See? Oh, wait, you want to see that on? Let's just stick that in. Come on, you. Get in there. Oh, my eyes. Presbyopia. Okay, and those just barely reach, but I can get them, and then I will glue paper down on that, and that will hold it in place. And there is my cover. So once again, thanks so much for stopping by. If you could be so kind, click like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Say hello. Let me know what you think. Have you ever made an ocean journal? What kinds of things do you like to put in them? I hope you have a great day and stay safe. Bye-bye.